Shalom, call hello, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash, that belongs to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, that teach this truth and rule well by spirits and power that be. Wabakatham, unto the hopefully leg, his brother Gabar, and I'm back with another lesson. This is going to be over. This is not a time to stop. All right, this is not a time to stop. And this truth is only getting more valuable. All right, it's only gaining value, right, as time goes. So it'd be idiotic, it'd be retarded to give up, to stop right now. The scriptures speak about the famine of the word and what comes after that. So we know we should be doing, we should be getting, as much of this word as we can, being around brothers as much as we possibly can, all those things, because this isn't forever. It ain't just going to be getting on YouTube and doing all that. And the point of this lesson is this is not a time to stop. We must keep going. All right? That's the motivation behind this lesson. We must keep going, because if you stop, everything's forgotten. You ain't sacrifice everything to give it, to just throw it in the trash. The scriptures speak about letting no man take your crown. You didn't put all that fighting up for, just anything to just come and snatch your crown away. That's why it's very important to self-examine yourself to make sure, you don't have things in the way of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. But let's go ahead and jump into it, all right? Because, man, at the end of the day, all these things that's going on in the world and in our personal lives is only going to heighten themselves. It's only going to get worse and worse until Yahweh Shai get here. Scriptures speak about being a pilgrim, about martyrs, so this ain't a time to be looking back or doing any of that. This is a time to, pedal to the metal. Let's do it, All right, but this is Ezekiel chapter 18 and verse 24. It says, "But when the righteous turneth away from his righteousness and committeth iniquity and doeth according to all the abomination that the wicked man doeth, shall he live?" Yeah, so when you basically go back into the world, you leave the truth. "Shall he live? All his righteousness that he hath done," so everything you did in the truth, all the sacrifice and all the stuff you suffered, all his righteousness that he hath done shall not be mentioned. Yeah, so all that's going down the drain because of what? Because you wanted to go do this, or you wanted to go do that, or you didn't want to give up this, you didn't want to give up that. This not the time for that mindset, man. You got to, now those thoughts will come, because at the end of the day, we are in these bodies, so those thoughts are going to come. Satan to mess with you and put all kind of demonic evil thoughts in your mind. But the thing is, are you rebuking those thoughts? Or are you feeding into them? You see, are you rebuking them, or are you just, damn, what if this don't work? What, should I just? No, man. You're supposed to be rebuking that shit in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Rebuking Satan. And we get those thoughts daily, man. Okay? It says in his, I'm going to just start up here. It says, all his righteousness that he has done shall not be mentioned. Yeah, so everything you did, all that time you was in the truth, everything you did and put up with and sacrificed and suffered won't even be mentioned, man. It says, in his trespass that he has trespassed, and in his sin that he hath sinned, in them shall he die. Yeah, so you're going to be put to death. And the scripture speaks about the servant that knew his Lord's will and did not according to it is going to be beat with many more stripes. So you're going to be done worse, than these average 2/3 niggas. You're going to be a lower 2/3 here in Babylon, or wherever you at, if you give up. So this ain't the time for giving up. This the time that we supposed to be hauling ass, as they say. Luke chapter 9 and verse 62. It says, and Yahweh Shai said unto him, no man having put his hand to the plow. So you come into the truth, you start doing this work, you go into that vineyard and you start laboring, whatever hour you came in, and looking back at what you had in the world is fit for the kingdom of Yahweh. Yeah, so you turn back and you go back into that shit, you're through, you're done. Righteousness ain't gonna be mentioned. Everything you labored for, you're not gonna collect, right? So this ain't a time to be giving up, man. Especially in these times that we seeing these things happen. I remember we went in camp, I think it was Romans 4, and I think it was the 4th chapter. But basically, how our forefathers, man, back then, they didn't see they didn't see what we see now, but they still, died in faith for Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. You know, they still believed until the end, right? There are martyrs, you know. People lived, you know. They suffered, right? And now in these times, right? And that was hundreds and thousands of years ago. Now in these times, we see it. We see it here. They didn't see it. Now they knew it was going to come, right? And things were happening back then, but now we see the end manifesting, right? We're in the end now. They wasn't in the end back then. They were in the end, but not this end. This is the end of the end. This is it right here. This is Yahweh Shah's grand entrance, right? His second coming. Okay? So how much more we, right? How much more we? It says, let me see. Yeah, that's basically, that's that. But yeah, man, how much more us that we see this, man? We need to be on fire. We need to be doing what we got to do. Okay? We got to be believing. We supposed to be increasing in faith, getting back up when we fall, you know, fixing our mistakes, overcoming things, you know. Some things take more time to overcome than others, man. We got to remember that as well, you know, so don't stress out, you know, just don't be sitting there stressing out and bugging out. Just fix it. Make progress, all right? If you're not making progress, that's when you start fucking up. You need to make some type of progress, okay? But that was basically it for this lesson, bro. Akim wa sincere akwath yum. All right. That's basically it, man. Just keep on pushing. We see it here. This ain't the time to be giving up, to lose everything we don't fought for. Keep that crown, right? We trying to get on them chairs, man. But with that, I'm going to say, call halal, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Until next time, Kam Yasharala, the ones to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone to teach this truth. And we will keep on fighting, man. Keep on fighting. Shalom.